This is a video on the God of stupidity. I wanted to talk about the arguments on that video. So to make this as brief as possible, I just made those arguments into questions, and I have a total of 3. The first question is, should God provide evidence of his existence? I say he should, and I also say that he has. He has provided evidence of his existence, but do we consider it as valid evidence? Now that's the question I would actually like to talk about more. The second question is, do we need evidence or proof to make an informed choice? I say yes, we do. We definitely do need proof and evidence to make an informed choice. Now, does God make threats? This is the last and third question, and actually was the argument at the end of the video. Now, I would like to really think about this, because according to the argument, it says that these threats, they influence our freedom of choice, as in the intimidators. That's what it does. It intimidates, and it's in actually the example of the jury, when you intimidate a jury. So does God intimidate us? I would like to also bring out an example of that it would be useful for our day-to-day life, our normal common use, which is the law. You cannot kill, you cannot steal, that is the law. Now the law itself, it says that it gives us rights, it gives us our freedom, free will, our choice to do whatever we like, to be able to say that we have rights, to acknowledge that right, and be able to do what we will. And my question is, doesn't that same law give us these rights under certain conditions? Now, how are we to know about these conditions? What are we to know if we were to break those conditions, violate those conditions, if we were to infringe the law? What would actually happen? Doesn't the law give us information about that? Don't we need information about that? And we actually do need information, because as the second question says, we do need proof. So if we do need proof to know that the law gives us rights, if we do need proof to know that God exists, don't we also need proof that if we are to infringe the law, what would happen? What would happen if the law were not to tell us, or was not to state what consequences we will go through if we were to infringe the law? Everybody that make that infringement, thieves, murderers, they'll be able to do and break and do whatever they would like to do, and according to the law they wouldn't be able to be persecuted. Why? Because the law didn't state what would happen if the law were to be broken. But this information actually is needed. Evidently it is needed, it's there. So just like we need that information relating to the law, God himself, he not only provides evidence, but he also provides information about what happens if not. If you don't go this way, if you go that way. Whatever choice you make, he does not pushes you or makes you in any way choose one or the other. He just tells you this, that, you choose. But if you choose this, or if you choose that, so and so and so. Just like the law. Isn't it so? My belief is that God gave gave us that freedom, that unbiased freedom, and He gave us that evidence, and it's up to us. We can make our choice, whichever choice we like, and we can have our own reasons. Try to justify them, whether they be wrong or right. And I agree that we should be able to have that freedom to do so. Believe whatever we want to believe, despite of the facts. But that does not mean, because we have that ability not to believe, that there is some error, there is some flaw. There is no flaw. That is our freedom. That is why it is up to us to choose whether we do have enough evidence or we don't. To choose whether we have valid evidence or we don't. That is my belief.